How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at another Masters of the Universe tribute from Horseman Studios, PowerCon 2021's BRYOPHYTUS. And if you're familiar with the He-Man universe, then you know that this is a tribute to Mossman. We can take a look at the bio there, freeze that, and read that when you're ready. He looks really cool in the package. I'm curious to see what that material is going to feel like to the touch. I'm interested to see if it's going to rub off or wear off easily as I move him around. Quick look at his faction symbol. The rear artwork, which is gorgeous. Arathir. Let's check him out. Let's take a look at BRYOPHYTUS. So we've got him here standing up. I wanted to keep the accessories and stuff off because I just want to check out the material that is giving him this mossy look. And it feels, it doesn't feel at all like flocking, and it wouldn't because it's not flocking. But it has a really interesting feel to it. There's like a sponginess to it. Not too much, but you could kind of like feel it there, and it feels really well adhered together. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. So there's like these gaps, and that is intended to give space for articulation so that it doesn't damage the moss feature, which is really chill. And the shoulders have the 360-degree rotation. Up, up. Please make some space there. Open up that joint, really nice. There is no bicep cut, so you have 1 point of rotation at the shoulder. You have a point of rotation at the elbow. That's 2. You have a point of rotation at the bracer. That's 3. And a point of rotation at the hand or wrist. That's 4 points of rotation in the arm. That is outstanding for articulating and getting some cool angular poses, dynamic looks, very chill. And you have the at the waist. The legs will give us at either side. Very cool. And there is rotation at the thigh. There is rotation at the knee. And we have rotation at the double-pegged ankle joint and a rocker. So there is a ton of articulation in these figures for getting some really dynamic, cool looks. And I'm really kind of giving him his rigors as I'm articulating him here because I want to see how much flake comes off of the moss, and because some flaking is expected, right? Because it's brand new, mint out of a package. So, but I want to see how it settles. I want to see how the flaking settles and how it looks after I manipulate it less than delicately for a few minutes. So pretty cool. All right. So let me go ahead and get him standing up over here. Just wanted to look at articulation really quickly. I absolutely love these fantasy style figs and Mythic Legions. Honestly, in terms of art, especially in terms of painting, like the level of paint detail and paint work on Mythic Legions figures, I think it might be unrivaled, right? In the entire toy industry right now. Is there anybody that is doing paint application and paint work on their action figures at the level of the Mythic Legions line? I don't know. If there is, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Put me onto some more toys. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I really just feel like the deco and art design of these toys, it's outstanding and sets them apart from pretty much every other line. So yeah, let's look at the accessories real quick. So we've got an additional head portrait. And this, I think, is the Vorthog head sculpt. Set that over to the side. He comes with a belt, which could also be worn across the chest. Additional cool feature is this really nice little dagger with the eye there. And the dagger comes out. Check that out. Very cool. I'm feeling that copper brass look. Comes with a staff. Really nice match to the green that the figure itself is made out of. There you go. Right? Really nice match of that green. Over here, he comes with this mace. Bam, bam, bam. And some shoulder pauldrons. Really cool. And I'm really digging this color armor. And the armor fits using these pegs into these sockets. So let's go ahead and get them suited up. All right. So a nice little angle here, getting a chance to see some of the shine off of the armor pieces. Very, very cool. If we look down just really quickly to see some of the damage from the flaking that's gone on from this mossy material, it's really not much of it. And I was not delicate with him at all as I moved him around. Over here by the elbow, we can see some more of the spacing that is left so that the figure can articulate, and that minimizes some of the flaking. So that's just some smart design. And it's a really clean application because the gaps along all of the joints are very consistent. Here you see it behind the neck. Here you see it at the knee joint. And at the other side, you see that it is also consistent. So that is some really cool stuff. You know, that this material, as odd as it is, or uncommon, I should say, the fact that it is so well applied on this figure is pretty outstanding. Even here by the hands, which I didn't highlight, you see how there's some moss left so that when you articulate the figure, it doesn't rub off from grinding surface to surface. So pretty cool, man. Smart, smart, smart art. This is smart art. All right, very nice. So let's see how he looks in a dynamic pose with this weapon here. So we're activating the double peg ankle here. We've got the knee rotated slightly, the knee joint activated. We're rotating the hip using that joint ever so slightly. And of course the hip hinge is flipped out. In the back leg, we've got a lot more dynamic use of the ankle joints. We've got some more rotation here at the knee, also at the thigh cut, and the hinge at the thigh as well. And as you can see, we're rotating the torso at the waist cut. We've got the shoulder hinge turned out and rotated. And we're using the single jointed elbow with no rotation. And I've got the hand hinge activated just to give it a little more of a dynamic look. With all the angles here, really nice. Very cool. He is a super cool looking fig. Absolutely. All right, let's see what else we can get going on here. All right, and I brought the staff in this time just to give it a little extra look. But now we've got him in a semi-defensive stance. Look at the lines. I love the color in that armor, man. That shine is really strong. You know, it complements it because it's brown and green, but then the metallic touch to it just really gives it that look of being just rugged armor. Really cool. Look at that. Nice lines, man. That armor is just absolutely beautiful. All right, let's try to get another dynamic pose out of him here, and then we'll head into today's themed comparison. So we're going to go with a weapon that is not belonging to BRYOPHYTUS. This is a weapon that came with one of my other figures, but I like how the color closely matches the armor on BRYOPHYTUS. So we're using it to give BRYOPHYTUS a chance to strike the iconic pose. And you know what? I like that. Way to go, BRYOPHYTUS. And I like the color match, man. That metallic bronze, whatever kind of armor metal that is really, really awesome, man. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. And I think that I will pose my BRYOPHYTUS occasionally with this sword, probably primarily. I really like that look. Very nice. I had to take the armor, the shoulder pauldrons off to be able to articulate into that pose, but that is, of course, natural, right? Because Conan didn't have armor on when he struck that pose either. So absolutely awesome articulation here. Very cool. All right. We're going to go ahead and head into today's themed comparison. So what I'd like to share today is the rest of my Masters of the Universe tribute figures from Four Horseman Studios. I don't have the entire run of tribute figures that they've produced, but I do have a few, and we're going to take a look at them today. I will bring out Mythic. He was also just recently released by Four Horseman Studios, and he is the Stinkor tribute, PowerCon 2021. So he and BRYOPHYTUS are a pair. Every PowerCon, Four Horseman Studios releases 2 Masters of the Universe tribute figures, and these guys were the ones that came out this year, and they're really awesome. They look great together. Very cool. Next, I will bring out the She-Ra tribute from Four Horseman Studios, and her name is Dorina Honoris. Very nice. I don't want to crowd BRYOPHYTUS too much. I want to let him shine here. There we go. All right. I will also bring out Lord Dragul, and he is the Hordak tribute. And he is super tough. We're making space here because we're going to run out of space soon. Very, very nice. The Motu tributes were the figures that I stumbled across online, and down the rabbit hole I went, you know, into the world of Mythic Legions and the action figures that Four Horseman Studios are producing. So, heck yeah, it started with the very next figure that I'll bring out, which will be Kawaros. And he is the Battle Cat tribute. I actually have his armor in a little like container case, an accessory container case right now. So he doesn't have his armor with him, but he comes fully adorned in armor, and he is awesome. And we'll just get him back to back here with Dorina. Whoops, don't knock her over, dude. And he looks really awesome. I saw him online first, and I was like, whoa, that looks like Battle Cat, man. And sure enough, man, and down the hole I went, woo! Word. So next up, I'll bring out another PowerCon Motu tribute from Four Horseman Studios. And this figure is actually a custom, so it's not identical to the retail release tribute, which was the tribute to Panther. So this character's name is Purplor. I will eventually get a retail version of the Panther tribute, but I wanted to get this custom because he's really bad to the bone. And we'll get him over here. Boom. Very, very nice. Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and put my friend Purplor behind my buddies over here. I love these little nooks inside this dial piece. I feel like it was designed to kind of like feature action figs. Bring Dorina over here. I'm kind of just making some space. All right. And my last 2 heavy hitters, PowerCon Motu tributes from Four Horseman Studios. I will bring out the Skeletor tribute, Keltus. I love this dude, man. Not the biggest fan of like skeleton figures, but they've grown on me as I've begun collecting Mythic Legions, especially, you know, thanks to Celtis, but there are some really other awesome figs that are skellies, they're skeletons. And if you're gonna have a Skeletor, if you're gonna have a Celtis, you gotta have a He-Man. You gotta have an Adamon. Heck yeah. Boom! Woo! That is fire. When I first saw these two figures here, I lost my mind. I was like, holy crap, man. That's just like the grown-up version of He-Man and Skeletor, you know? Talk about a tribute. Wow. Talk about gorgeous pieces of artwork, right? Absolutely awesome. I love my Motu Mythic Legions 4 Horsemen tribute collection. I absolutely love it. I am missing a couple of figures in the collection. I'm missing the Evil Lyn tribute, Mylena. I'm missing the Man-at-Arms tribute, Unkin. I'm missing the Trapjaw tribute, and his name is Chrono, but I recently acquired him from legionsshop.com, so he's on his way at some point in the next couple days or week or so, and I'm excited about that. So that'll leave me only missing Unkin and Mylena, and I would like to get a retail version of Purplore also, just to kind of like have it and just make sure that I have my set complete, because I really do love this set here very much. Super awesome stuff. Very cool. As always, everyone, I'm having a ton of fun taking time out to share the experience of collecting toys again as an adult. I hope you're able to keep taking some time out and sharing experiences too. Until next time, take care.